What's going on, traders? My name's Clay. I'm one of the founders and the chief trading officer here at Top One Trader, and I have a quick presentation for you. I want to give you 3 tips, 3 indispensable means crucial, critical tips for you to become funded, or not just become funded, but stay that way, right? So we've seen a lot of traders come through, and I've personally mentored thousands of traders. I've been funded over 7 figures myself. And then we took the knowledge that I've gained and applied that to Top One Trader and have created one of the most competitive prop firms out there. And I want to teach you how to win. That's what this is all about. So 3 indispensable critical things that you need. One, first up, everybody wants it. It's a strategy. So I'm not going to teach you a strategy in this. I'm going to show you how I've used my strategy and actually systemized it. So there's 1,000 strategies out there. Just YouTube Forex trading strategy, and you'll have a million to choose from. And I don't think there isn't a secret sauce strategy, a silver bullet strategy. If there was, I mean, everybody would have figured it out by now, right? But every trader has a system that is unique to them because we all see the markets in a different way. I have a different set of life experiences than you have. So we're going to see the world in 2 different ways. So there isn't one size fits all strategy, but you can create a system that works for you. And I'm going to show you some tips here on how I've created mine. So you need a system, an actual system to follow. So then that way you can track what you're doing and, you actually create an edge in the market. So building a system. Step 2, building faith in that system. So what that actually means is having the right trade psychology to follow your actual system. So this is critical, right? So you can't work on your psychology until you have an actual system to apply it to. But I do think ultimately, it's not that I think, I know for a fact, the psychology is more important than the strategy itself, but you have to have something built to build on. And you have to put in enough time, put enough effort to actually follow that strategy. So once you have your system in place, you have your strategy, and you have the discipline to actually follow it and the mindset, you built enough faith to do it, right? So think of it this way. If I'm going to go to the gym, the first time I go to the gym, and I hadn't been for a while, then I might feel like crap. I might be super sore the next day. And, say I'm in the gym and I'm following a diet. I'm like, damn, this sucks. No reason I didn't do this before. I actually do all those things. I do my best because that is a part of being disciplined as a trader, right? So in that example, say the first day it sucked. By week 2, though, I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to stick to it. I've been overweight and I want to get a date with that girl from high school at the high school reunion 20 years down the road. Unfortunately, I have those 20 years of reunions these days, but say that's what I want to do, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick to it. Now, 2 weeks, I might be feeling better. I might be moving a little bit better. I'm not sore anymore. Now, fast forward 6 weeks down the road, 8 weeks, 3 months, 12 weeks, then all of a sudden I'm like walking by myself in the mirror. I'm like, you're looking good, right? Looking good, feeling good. I have more confidence. And then guess what? I get that date at the big high school reunion, right? So because I've put in the time, I had an actual plan to follow, which is my diet, my exercise plan. Then I was like, this sucks, but I'm going to stick to it because I know I'm starting to see results. So I built enough faith in that system to then get the payoff. So that is the best analogy I could use. So having a system, building faith in the system. And the third one, risk management. You can't do this without a proper risk management plan. So I have an awesome tool I'm going to show you how to use. It's a trade manager. It's super simple. I didn't build it. I'm not associated with it. This isn't like a pitch for that. I just want to show you an actual tool so you can measure your lot size. You can systematically use it to move your stop loss entry, take partial profits, put a trailing stop in place, whatever it is that you want to do. It's a sick tool. And I want to show it to you and show you how I use it on the chart. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let me show you how I have my systems set up here, right? So super easy and simple. You know, I mean, like it's I hate to say that it's not rocket science, because in a lot of ways, you know, but and there's much more. You can make it way more sophisticated, but this is a simple Google sheet that I created, right? So top one trading strategy. Now I've been back testing this on October. I have the parameters of what my strategy is and what I'm looking for in order to get into a trade or not, right? So I have all of the pairs that I'm trading, or at least looking at. And you know, you might be like, dang, that's a lot of pairs. But what this does is it eliminates anything that I'm not looking for. So I'm specifically looking for trading trends. So, you know, I have the type of setup. Is it a continuation, a trend continuation, or is this a reversal, or NA, non-applicable? So I can quickly go through and see the things on my trading view, which I'll pull up here in a second, what is trending and what's not trending. And then by that, you know, can decide whether or not this is something I want to watch and have on my watch list and ultimately trade. So the way that I built this is that, you know, I'm using Bollinger Bands, simple check marks. So what I recommend that you do is have at least 5 criteria. You don't want to go overboard with it and make it too complicated, but like, hey, so if it's outside of this Bollinger Band, like I have here, then, you know, then I can trade it. And if it's a trend continuation, then I can trade it. If the trend mark, which is an indicator that I built, is angled, all right, cool. It's angled, I'm going to trade it. Is it outside the RSI, the relative strength index? Yes. So this is a momentum confirmation. So these are all things that I've built with my own time doing this, years doing this. And for a long time, I will say, I wasn't nearly this systematic. So what I can do is go down the line here and, you know, say this looks good, but it's not that great. So you can see I have it. So this just tallies, right? So if I have a total of 5, that means, okay, cool, go time. Let's take a look at what's going on here. And, you know, then like, but say for Aussie New Zealand here, if this only scores at a 3, well, the odds are that, you know, based on my back testing, so this is critical, whatever system that you come up with, I really encourage you to take some notes, or after this, you know, really take some time to write down, okay, what are the 5 criteria that I absolutely must have in order for me to enter the trade? Basically, what I'm saying is you're creating some rules. So you create your rules, and then it's critical that you back test. And so I have a lot of things going on here, even all the way down to, you know, a trading journal, right? So you can, and there's tons of different software out there, but I find that just doing this first before you go into all, you know, all the different subscriptions and, you know, trading journals and all that stuff, getting super simple on something like this is key, you know? So then that way you have a system in place. Step 1, you're building a system. And then step 2, building enough faith in that system to follow it, right? So here is a trade that I took on GBP/USD. So what I'm looking for, and without giving away my strategy either, but I'm looking for a breakout after a trend, essentially, right? So here is a huge downtrend. You can see that price retested here. You know, you can, if you remember in my table, my sheet, one of the criteria was said ROM confirmation, which is momentum. This is my indicator here. Here is the entry confirmation for here. And so then I get the multiple confirmations here, right? And so now it's a green light for me to trade. Now, you know, this is a perfect example. We just actually had inflation data just hit. So, you know, it wasn't looking that great. Excuse me. Wasn't looking that great. And then, you know, the inflation literally just sent it into outer space right now. But so, I mean, this played out perfectly. And, you know, but ultimately what happens and what it all boils down to is did I follow the actual criteria here? Did I follow the system? Because and only until you put enough time and energy into the system, you'll actually have enough faith, step 2, to follow that system. Because you have to have an edge trading. That's what differs us as traders from gamblers. And if you've lost some challenges before, I'm willing to bet that if you're watching this, you probably have, or blown accounts. It's exactly because you didn't have a system, you didn't have risk management, and you were just kind of like, oh, okay, this looks like a good trade, let me enter it, right? Oh, okay, and you start doing good and start getting hot, and your confidence gets up, and you just shoot yourself in the foot over and over and over again. I've done it, nothing to be ashamed about. It is the journey of a trader. So getting super dialed in on your system, building enough faith in it, and then last but not least, having a risk management plan. So this is the trade manager that I use. By the way, below the video, is a link to download this if you like. It's super cheap. There's actually a trial for it. Again, I'm not associated with it. This isn't like, top one trade manager at all. So what it is just an amazing tool to be able to use to get, to manage your risk. So say, I just entered a sell position there. I'm going to close that. There we go. That wanted to do this in the demo here. So you can say that if I wouldn't recommend doing it because it's counter trend, but say I wanted to enter in a sell position here, or even better, I'll just show you, this is a box that you can put wherever, right? And so say I wanted to put a sell here, or a buy, which would have been an amazing trade. So in here, I can put in what my risk percentage is. So say I wanted to do 1% risk, right? Now, here I adjust the stop loss, but watch the lot sizing here, because it's going to calculate my lot size. So if you watch that lot sizing, see it changes, and it changes based on the equity as the, if it's a wider stop loss, of course, the lot size is going to go down. And if it's a tighter stop loss, it's going to, the stop loss or the lot size is going to go higher, right? Based on 1% risk. So no matter what, I'm only risking the $2,800 that's in this account. Now, if I wanted to risk 0.5, be about 1,500, right? But the lot size stays the same. And I actually have this set on a 1 to 5 risk to reward. So 1 to 5 risk to reward. And it also, you can have, I have it set to where it'll move stop loss to break even once we're at 2R of, 2 risk of what the stop loss size is. So this is key. And as you're making your risk management plan, so you have your system, you built enough faith in the system, and you have an actual tool where you can manage your risk management in a systematic way, which is exactly what this is. Then you can get really dialed in on, hey, I'm going to only risk 0.5% per trade. Personally, with our funding challenges, I would not, you want to stay in the game as long as possible. You don't want to risk like 0.02, but like 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, staying in the game and realizing that this 100% is a long game. There's ways to go about it, and you may have done this before. It's okay if you have, but trying to make it happen overnight never works in trading. It's not a long-lasting strategy, right? So, we offer a few different accounts, but we're super pumped about our pro account. So we have a 1-step challenge, which is our flash challenge. And then we also have our 2-step here. So, now with this, it's like I said, I think we have some of the best rules. So the target's 8%. And in phase 1, phase 2, it's a 5% target. Your daily drawdown is 5%, and your overall drawdown is 10%. So this is our 2-phase challenge. And by the way, this is EAs are allowed. You can hold trades over the weekend. You can trade news, and this is a fixed drawdown. So super exciting. And you can see, I mean, we have, you know, some of the best prices that you're going to find. And the way we compare to FTMO and some of the other, we have some comparison charts on our page. And because you watch this, I want to give you a special offer here. So while you're watching it, if you click, there's a link below that's going to give you a 25% discount on whatever challenge, whatever size that you choose. And but you have to do it while you're on this webinar. And don't worry, I'm going to review. I went over a bunch of stuff. And the way we have bi-weekly payouts, it's 30 days to your first payout where you get a refund with your payout. And then after that, it's every 2 weeks. So, and up to 90% on your payout. So, you know, like I said, the way we stack up against everybody else is amazing. I'll put us, and not just like from prices and awesome rules, but our customer service, our Discord, our team. You got Matt, Todd, Bryson behind the teams here, behind the scenes, and myself. And we're super involved. Like you can talk to me in the Discord. You know, at the end of the day, I want you to win. Matt wants you to win. Todd, Bryson, all of us do. And we're here for the long haul. So that's exactly why I said, don't try to pass your challenge overnight. Let's make an actual career out of this. Let's make a partnership. We're looking for traders that have a risk management plan, that have a system, that have enough faith in the system. Every single thing that I laid out in this training today is exactly what we're looking for. So, you know, it takes some time, it takes some dedication, it takes some hard work, but you know, let's be real, everything does. There's no such thing as being able to be a pro trader and make, you know, thousands of dollars and get funded hundreds of thousands of dollars or more, you know, and not putting in the work. It's just not realistic. But I will tell you, it's changed my life. It's changed many people's lives around me that I've worked with. And if you put the time in and have a no matter what attitude, this is going to work for you. So 25% off whatever size challenge. Go ahead, click the link below, get dialed in. There's no time limit too. So if you want to just secure the bag on that, go ahead and get it just to have, so you don't miss out on the discount. You know, you can do that and just hold on to the challenge. And, you know, make sure you put a trade on it within 30 days, by the way. So we have an inactivity rule, but you can do like 0.01. But what I'm saying is that way you can hold on it, take advantage of this opportunity. And there's no time limit on our challenge. So take your time. Let's make it happen. Thanks so much for watching myself and giving me some time to get to know you, get to know me. And we look forward to really making this happen for you, getting you dialed in. We also have another free training that comes with your challenge that I do, which is a little more in depth in the strategy in terms of technical analysis. And then Matt, who is an 8-figure entrepreneur, built a ton of companies. He speaks from the stage, author, all kinds of crazy stuff. It's crazy that I get to work with him every day, but he does a mindset training too that's going to get you dialed in on your belief system. So thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Can't wait to see you in the group, see you in Discord, and more than that, can't wait to see you get your first payout. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the group. Peace.